Yo, yo, yo. What's going on there, buddy? What's going on, all the Heat fans? What's going on, Laker fans? I'm a Laker fan, man. You know, shout out to all the Heat fans, though. Most of the Heat fans are Miami Hurricane fans, so it's all love, baby. Lakers off to a good start already. What y'all think the score gonna be for this one, man? Y'all think the Lakers gonna run away with the series, or y'all think the Heat's gonna pull this one off? Say no Drockage or Bam. Yeah, that's tough, bro. I think the games will be a lot more closer and a lot more physical if you guys had some of your key players, and then you got Jimmy Jimmy Butler. He kind of looking a little banged up too from game one, so we'll see how it go though. Yeah, man, that's a tough thing to watch. I mean, shout out to the Heats. Like I said, a lot of people never seen them going this far, so shout out to them boys. Like I've been telling everybody, man, if the Heat's won, I'll come down to Miami, my Miami Hurricane stuff, and celebrate with y'all boys. But I'm a Laker fan, can't change that. T2, oh man, this one was a tough one. J Play. I ain't gonna lie. If this game came on at 9 o'clock tonight, I would not be streaming, man. That first game when I streamed it, I woke up. I got to wake up for work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and that game didn't get done until like I think around 12. So when I fell asleep and got back up that morning, I had to drive from Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale. So that whole drive down there was a hard drive for me. Felt like I was about to fall asleep. And there was a couple of times where I started hitting the median a little bit, and my car kept running over the little light thing. So I'm driving down there. I'm like, boop, 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 boop. I'm like, all right, ain't doing that no more. 9 o'clock, no sir. If the games come on at 9 o'clock and I do any stream, this is gonna be for the first half. I'm just hoping tonight, if it's a 3 point shootout like it's been a couple games, let's just hope the Lakers, get it cracking like they did in game one. Hey, the Heat better get it together, man. They don't want to get in foul trouble early. He said, "Should we celebrate now? Wait till 4." I'm gonna say wait till 4. If we win tonight, we don't see in seen as of lately that people, a lot of teams been coming back, down 3-1 and stuff like that. So if we beat them tonight and they come back and win game 4, then pay attention. We might want to pay attention to them and get them out the way early. Because if we let this drag out, I don't see no way that the Heats can push Game 7, and we don't want that. When you have an opponent down like this and you're beating them like this, you don't let up. You just go ahead and finish it. Okay, so the game's Heat starting out strong. T2, how are you? How are you a Laker fan and you like Miami? That's simple, boss. When I chose my basketball team, Kobe was playing for the Lakers. Kobe and Shaq. When I first saw, I picked my basketball team off some weird stuff. When I saw Kobe playing for the Lakers, my first time seeing him play, dude had an afro. Now my mom's at the time, every time I would try to grow my hair, she would make me cut it. She would make me cut it every other weekend. You gotta go cut it. Go cut it. And I always wanted to grow that little afro, and I always wanted to grow it out like Kobe, like how Kobe got it. So being a kid, 9 years old, I don't know no better. I don't know. I don't really know much. So Kobe's on the Lakers. I'm a Laker fan, and I stuck with him, not knowing what the Lakers was, what the Lakers history was, nothing about the Lakers. I didn't know anything about the Miami Heat or nothing like that. So I picked the Lakers off just that, and I just stuck with them. See, I'm the type of person. Once I pick a team, that's it. I'm sticking with them. I watched the Miami Hurricanes play, and I'm like, man, the attitude, the swag, everything that those guys had going on was what I liked. I started watching the Hurricanes back in '98, and at the time, I think Florida State was winning. I think the Gators they was all right and everything like that. But it was just something about that swag that Miami had. It was just something different about them. They just stand apart from everybody else. Plus, they close in the state of Florida, so I started rooting for them. And like I said, once I pick my team, that's it. It's a wrap. My NFL team the same way. St. Louis. It was the St. Louis Rams. Now they the LA Rams. That's how I pick my team. Now, if Dan Marino and Zach Thomas had fulfilled a promise, right now I would have been a Dolphin fans. But when I was in elementary school, Dan Marino and Zach Thomas, they had made our school a promise that they was gonna come out to our school. They was gonna come out there on a field day and play with us or whatever this and that. When it was time to do that, they backed out on their promise and they sent some rookie they sent that had just got drafted. Nobody knew who he was. You know, he barely made the cut on the team. That's who they sent out there. Nobody knew what he was. It was the most awkward, thing going on, and we all felt disappointed. And during that week, the Dolphins played the Cowboys, and when they played the Cowboys, they lost that game. I think it was like 20-0. So the Rams played that week also, and they won. Yo, I'm live right now. I'm doing the Laker game. Yeah, I'm on live right now. I'll hit you up. All right. So had Dan Marino and Zach Thomas, fulfilled their promise, I'd have been a Dolphin fan. But like I said, the Rams was doing well. I picked them as my team, and I just stuck with them, since '98. What's going on with your NC Kane? What's good, man? Say Lakers might be in trouble today. Hey, we shall see, my man. We shall see. Mary said it's over for the Heat, but go Heat. Hey, man, that's all you can do. I mean, whether you're a Laker fan, whether you're a Heat fan, at the end of the day, rep your team. For the Heat, hope and pray that they come back and win the championship. And as a Laker fan, hope that you take care of business. That's all it can be right now. But right now, we just gonna see how it play out. Now, I do want to say if the Lakers win this game tonight, I think they're gonna take it in probably 4 or 5. If the Heat win, then I might say Lakers in 6 or 7. But we'll see how it goes. What's going on with you, Lakers all day? See, That's what I'm saying, man. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only Miami Hurricane fan that's a Laker fan. It's plenty of us out there. I mean, I know a lot of Miami Hurricane fans that are Dallas Cowboy fans, that are New York Giants fans, that are, their NFL team is all over the place. They're not just, Miami Hurricane and Miami Dolphin. The Heat are playing intensity on defense. But we saw this in game one. The Heat came out, they took a nice lead. They was up by 13, and then the Lakers like got it together. So right now it's pretty early. But the Heat's they definitely looking good. They say nothing Lakers not in trouble. Yeah, it's early right now. R.I.P. to Kobe and MJ are my two favorite basketball player ever. Yeah, Kobe my favorite player of all time. Period. I mean, I don't even do the comparing him to Jordan thing. I don't even do that. I mean, it is what it is. Kobe was just my favorite player of all time, and I got to celebrate five championship with him. Three with Shaq and two by himself with Paul Gasol and Metta World Peace. Ron Artez, whatever. Even Lamar Odom. So shout out to Kobe, man. R.I.P. to Kobe. If you say if we win, Bum will come back for next game though. Yeah, it's tough. Tough to say. Jay Play say he a Laker. See, yeah, man. Miami Hurricane fans, they teams are all over the place, man. It's not just Miami Dolphins or Miami Heat. I tell you one thing though, if the Heat ain't playing the Lakers, I root for the Heat. They the hometown. It's just like Orlando. I root for them too when they not playing us. If they playing us, that's a L. I want them to catch that L. They say with Bam on the team, it's a different game. Yep. Well, it's hard to tell now because I mean, Lakers been doing their thing the whole playoffs, or whatever. I don't think they haven't had a series that went past 5 games, so it probably would be a difference with Bam on there. But right now, it's tough to say what kind of difference he would make. Say put Rondo in, he'll get in there. Yeah, hopefully they don't wait till it gets like too crazy. But we see what Rondo can do, especially in that first game. Yo, T2Y Miami moved to number 7 in the rankings. Yeah, we went from number 8 to 7. We was talking about that earlier. We're number 7 in both polls in the AP and coaches poll. Only thing Miami got to do is keep winning. Now, I believe we're gonna beat Clemson, but if we don't beat Clemson, we just got to keep that game close. That way, we don't fall out, out the top 15. And if we do drop, maybe we won't drop too far because Clemson is the number 1 team in the country right now. So if we lose to Clemson, we still got time to fight back to get into the playoffs and everything like that. So, but we'd have to literally be perfect after that. See, Miami doing it again. They coming out. They doing it big in the first quarter. So do you think we're going to get Damian Lillard? Jalen, are you talking about to the Lakers or are you talking about to the Heats? Are you a Laker fan or are you a Heat fan? Um, oh, so you're a Laker fan. Nah, we're not getting Damian Lillard. Lillard is one of those guys that do not want to be on a super team. So to get him to join LeBron and AD, that'll be tough. But he's been very public about not wanting to be on a super team. For him to do it right now, I think it'll be like a shocker because he's been very public about not wanting to team up. He wanted to do it the old fashioned way where every team had like a superstar, and that's unfortunately that's not how it works nowadays. So if he keeps that same mentality, shout out to him for that, but he ain't gonna win no championship in his career that way. Let's just put it at that. Yes, sir. All day, every day. As soon as Butler sit down, we're going to go on a run. That's all. That's what happened every game too. Once we go on that run, it's like Miami shut down. Well, let me Oh man, dang it, LeBron. LeBron missed the free throw. So now we're gonna hear Skip Bailey talk trash tomorrow. Did you see LeBron miss that free throw? Yeah, they better stop fouling them. I like Skip though. Skip be tripping a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie, but I like him. Skip Skip and Shannon. I think they debate is like one of the most interesting thing to watch because they agree to disagree, and you can't convince Skip nothing about LeBron James. No matter what LeBron do, Skip can't accept it. And he's been very, very vocal about, LeBron James free throws. Now watch the Lakers come back out and go to work. Do you think we need one more All Star this season? No, no. I don't think this season we needed another All Star. I think if you look at the NBA for what it was this season, the Lakers and the Clippers was and you could throw the Bucks in there. Those and the Celtics. Those were the four teams that they were saying that could possibly win it. So the Lakers are where they are at and where they was expected to be. So I don't think they need another All Star this season. Now, depending on what next season look like, who's getting traded, who's gonna be on what team, then you'll probably look at it like, okay, now we could tell if the Lakers gonna need somebody else or this team gonna be a threat, that team gonna be a threat. Because I mean, KD's coming back. You got probably the whole Warrior team gonna be, back, but it's not gonna be that same Warrior team that they used to be. So next season it'll be on and popping, man. So he can't stand Floyd. A lot of people can't stand Floyd, man. I'm probably one of the only person that can stand Floyd Mayweather, man. Oh no, I think Floyd is one of those guys that a lot of people love to hate him, but I mean, undefeated, he's proven. A lot of people make excuses, about why he's undefeated, but at the end of the day, he's still undefeated. Never took a loss. Every fight, he's ran his mouth, and then he backed it up. It is what it is. NC Kane, I don't know which poll you saw, but I seen it. I seen it on the AP poll and the coaches poll. Miami's ranked seven on both of them. So I don't know which rankings you saw them at number six, but on the AP poll and the yeah, I'll just show you. See on the this is the AP poll right here, the AP top 25. Miami's at number seven, number seven in the AP. This right here is the coaching poll. Miami's sitting at number seven. So the AP and the coaches poll, we're sitting at seven on both. Now that's those are two that I go by. Those are the ones that's on ESPN. Those are the two that I go by. Now I don't know which poll you saw that we was at, number six on, but those are two polls that I go by. And he said he think Giannis is going to the Heat. Yeah, we'll see. From what I'm hearing too, there's rumors that they might try to trade to get Westbrook over to Milwaukee to join Giannis. So we'll see. Right now, we're gonna get a lot of rumors going around where Giannis gonna be. You know, whether he's gonna stay with Milwaukee, whether he's gonna go to the Heats, to wherever he end up. I even heard that the Golden State Warriors are going after Giannis. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough to see. He said, "Good luck." I guess he said when we add him along with Bam and the rest of the Heat crew, if y'all get Giannis, y'all gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Y'all will probably be the favorite to win it all next season. But until that happens, we just got to sit back and watch how it goes. What if we're not getting Kawhi, we're not getting all PG-13. We ain't getting none of those guys, man. Come on, Jalen. We're not getting those guys, man. We get those guys. They might as well just hand us the NBA Finals trophy. See what I told y'all, man. Look at the score now compared to what it was like, 2 minutes ago. Say UM linebackers must step up their game. Yeah, absolutely. No missed tackles. Make sure there's no miscommunications. You got to play a perfect game for four quarters straight. Say Giannis is a 7 foot Westbrook. That ain't gonna work. If he goes to the Warriors, Green is out. Hey, who knows, man? I think they'll probably take Giannis over Green at this moment. Can you imagine that though? Clay Thomas, um, Clay Thomas, Steph Curry, Giannis, man. And then for some odd reason they keep Green. Yeesh. I think Green is one of those guys that he's a team player, so I think he'll be good with Giannis. I think he looked forward to winning championships. But you know how the NBA go. Most of those guys want their play time. They want they opportunities to score points and stuff. Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's how you get your contracts, and that's how you stay on the team. That's how you keep your career going. But tough. He said he's been a team player over seven. He's been a team player over the years. He want that bag now. Shoot, I think any player after a while they want that bag, man. I know if I was in the NBA and I put in all that work, won championship, made sacrifices in my bank account for the team to win championships and everything like that. I want my money. But you see how that goes though. Look at how the Patriots treat Tom Brady. Tom Brady put in all them years, taking less money than he possibly could, just so the team could be good and win Super Bowls and stuff like that. And in the end, when it's time to get that money and make that last check, basically, the Patriots said, "Nah, we're good." So you just gotta pay attention to that, man. What's going on with you, boss? How you doing, man? Man, Kuzma with the buzzer beater. That's what I'm telling you, man. This is the same thing I saw in game one. This is the same thing I saw in game one, man. The Heats went up by 13. Then the Lakers, outpowered them. That's what's happening right now. Now, if you look at that score, you wouldn't be able to tell that the Lakers a minute ago was down by 13. Man, who you telling, man? Saturday. I think this week, anxiety is gonna be my biggest enemy. Anxiety. I can't wait till next week, man. And then Saturday come around, that whole day building up till 7:30. Anxiety. I can't wait. I can't wait right now. Yeah, them Lakers about to turn up. Like I said, man, sorry to all my Heat fans, but them Lakers about to turn up on y'all, man. It's the same thing we saw. It's the same thing we saw game one, man. Now the Lakers is a 9.5 point favorite. Well, call it 10 point favorite to win this game. Do y'all think they're gonna win it by 10? I think if they play the way they playing right now, take off in the second quarter and third quarter and build up, I think they'll beat that spread. Because right now the Heat playing with a lot of energy. But like I said, we've seen this from them before. They come out in the first quarter, they put out a lot of points, they got a lot of energy, and then they fall apart. They can't stop AD. And when AD is in the middle and they start, triple teaming them or whatever, double teaming them, somebody get left open on them 3 point line. If my if the Lakers hit those threes, it's gonna be a long game. Yeah, Jay Play said Lakers all day said we just start off slow. Yeah, this next quarter coming up, we'll be able to tell what kind of intensity the Heat's gonna come with tonight. If they come out playing the same way they play in the first quarter, where they put up a lot of points and then let the Lakers swim right back and knock down those leads, then it's gonna be it's gonna be a sweep. Whether in 4 or 5 games, but I think LeBron and AD want this championship more than the Heat does. Nobody expected the Heat to be where they're at right now. I think the Lakers they've been wanting this since last season. They wanted AD on the team since last season. So I think they want this more than the Heat does, and they playing like it too. The Heat gonna have a hard time containing Anthony Davis as the game go on. Now, if we put a beating on the Heats tonight, if we blow them out, I'm gonna have to call CJ Canes, man. I'm gonna have to hit them up and let them know how bad we whooped them. Yo, what's good, Dennis? How you doing, boss? T2, what up, bro? How's it going this evening? So far, so good, man. My my Lakers, they hanging in there. They were down by 13, and now it's a tie game. So evening's going pretty good. Dennis Wilson, you a Heat fan? Yeah. Now the Heat does what's the name? Do have two fouls on them already. AD has two fouls on him, so that's gonna be something to keep an eye on. He might not be, as involved in the game as the Lakers would want them to be. So say I wish we had the Heat when I was growing up in Miami. But if I was new basketball in the state of Florida, so I became a fan of the Detroit. Hey, hey, man, I'm a Laker fan. It is what it is. Like I said, most of the guys that are Miami Hurricane fans, they're all over the country. The Miami Heat or the Miami Dolphins aren't necessarily their teams. But I mean, you just gotta rep who you rep, and that's it. I root for the Heats when they're not playing the Lakers, though. I do that. Now to go out and buy, Heat merchandise and stuff like that. Nah, if the Heat were to win this championship, which I doubt it, I would go down to Miami and celebrate with them. But I wouldn't be wearing Miami Heat gear. I'll be wearing Miami Hurricanes gear. The Detroit Pistons, man. I still remember when I think that was back in '04 when they beat my Lakers, man. That was the falling apart of Kobe and Shaq. And it's funny in the documentary that Kobe had did him and Shaq had did a documentary where they talked about the whole Kobe and Shaq situation and all that. Kobe and Shaq when Kobe said they went back and watched that series between them and the Pistons. I forgot what he said they had to do, but it was something simple they had to do, and they would have won that series. But being on that team, bumping heads with each other, they weren't thinking. It's crazy because if the Lakers would have kept Shaq instead of Kobe, I think Kobe said that he would have went to Chicago or was it Atlanta? He said one of them. I think he was gonna go to one of those teams. I'm thinking it was the Bulls though. The Miami Dolphins was my favorite team in the early '80s until we lost two Super Bowls in '82 and '84. Yeah, that's tough. To us, yeah, Eagles did stop Shaq and Kobe. They could have racked up enough championships. I think they probably would have had if they would have stuck together. They probably could have picked up another 3 or 4 championships. Put the right pieces around them. They could have picked up another 3 to 4 championships. It's amazing to me too how efficient that AD shoot threes, man. It's crazy seeing a guy his size shoot threes like that. I still remember that one time when Shaq shot that three and made it. Was no, that was Dwight Howard, I think. No, I think it was Shaq. Yeah, it was Shaq. I remember that one game Shaq brought the ball down and shot a three and made it. Hey, it's possible. I know they said that his dad wants him to go to Miami too. So that it'll be great to keep him in Miami. Keep him from going to Tennessee. If we could keep that dude in Miami, because he's a 5 star outside linebacker. Then we could build some depth. Get some good linebackers lined up for the upcoming seasons and stuff like that. Mold the whole team into straight competitive. Straight. We'll basically start building dominant teams to compete each and every year. But everything going our way right now. We just got to build on it. We just got to keep the momentum going. Win games. You know, don't lose the games that we're supposed to win, and don't look bad. You know, on the games that we're supposed to win. That's all Miami got to do. Just keep pushing forward. The Heat trying to keep this one close tonight. So AD was a point guard. That's why he's versatile like that. Yeah. Yeah, dude is all around beast, man. He could watching him shoot the shots that he do. I mean, all around the paint is crazy, and then he could dominate on the inside and shoot threes. He's just one of those all around players. Just plain out athlete. Say he would start with Avery next year. Yeah. If, you gotta remember too, man. This season is a freebie. So anybody that doesn't, have a great year, especially the linebackers that we have now, most likely they'll come back next season. So to have him on the depth chart too, that'll be amazing. Competition everywhere. That's what we need. Competition everywhere, and we'll see where it goes from there. But right now, I'm just focusing on this season, what we're doing this season, and then next year we can worry about the recruits, sticking the ones that we got, and possibly opening the doors for better players. Um, Dennis, he's from Central. He's out of Central. We don't necessarily need to move into the top five. We just need to basically fill all the positions that we need with players that fit the system, with players that's willing to work hard each and every day they out there on the field, whether it's on the field or academics or whatever. We need dogs. We need dogs. Stars and rankings and all that is it's all good. It's nice to be recognized being in the top 10 and being in the top fives and this and that, but look at teams like Georgia. Georgia's been in the top five in recruiting for damn near almost 10 years now, and they have not won anything. So we can't, just worry about being in top five in recruiting. Like I said, that's great, but we gotta get dogs. We gotta get players that fit the system that we run. We gotta get players that are coming in there willing to, compete each and every day. No spot is guaranteed to nobody. Those are players we want. I want a player that gonna come on and say, look, this dude has been starting every single game since he been at Miami. I'm finna come out there. I'm finna try to outshine him in every single way. Nothing disrespectful, just all competition. Exactly. We got some dogs, and we got more coming in. We got guys that are willing to compete. That's coming in. No, hey, we're not promising you nothing. We're not promising you that hey, if you come to Miami, you're gonna start. No, if you come to Miami, just know the other guys on this team, if they outdo you, if they outshine you, if their mentality, they work ethic is better than yours, we going with them. So you just got to put that in your mind and say, hey, I'm gonna go out there each and every day and give it 100. I'm gonna take that extra step. I'm gonna show them that I want this. Because hey, guarantee you, the next man right next to you, he got that same mentality. And if you're a competitor and you see, hey, I can't edge this guy out, learn from him. You know, learn from him. Learn what it is that he do different that you're not doing, and work on yourself and be the next man up. Yeah, he said Jimmy's bringing it tonight. It's early, man. Like I said, it's early. Jimmy is putting out good work out there on that court tonight, but it's early. Still early. Say Xavier should be starting. It's tough. I don't know. I can't agree or disagree with that. NYC. I can't agree and I can't disagree. This year is like we didn't see no scrimmage game. On top of that, we haven't seen much of the practice because the whole COVID-19 thing. Nobody's been really out there to see what's going on. Not even your boy Streeter. Footballville. Normally he'd be out there. He'd be getting video and everything. So we haven't seen nothing from nobody. All we get is those little 1 minute clips that they put together and stuff like that. So we don't really see much. You got a whole scrimmage game where we got 1 minute of it, and it's all highlight and it's all scrambled to throw some music in there and make it look pretty and stuff. So we don't get to see nothing. So whatever Xavier is doing in practice, whatever he's doing in the game, spring games and not spring game, in the scrimmages and stuff, we didn't really get to see. We got to see highlights and we got to see stats on a piece of paper. So it's tough to say that he outshined others. It is what it is. Because you can look at it this way: we in practice, they threw 2 balls his way. He caught both of them, maybe picked up 40 yards or so. So he's averaging 20 yards a catch. But then you might, as a coach, you might look and say, well, they threw it to him, but I had I had Pope on the other side over there that was wide open twice. That, if they was thrown his way instead, it would have been touchdowns. Or if you look at what he did on the other side, he might have created separation, but just not seen. But the coaches will see that. So when it comes down to it, they'll stuff like that. We don't get to judge this. We really don't get to judge this season. So food for thought. I know it's a long shot, but if Miami beats Clemson, maybe they end up in the championship game playing Alabama. We open up Alabama next season. Would be crazy. Hey, what would even be crazier is if Florida and Miami meet up in the playoffs or even in the championship. Just to throw that one out there. That'll be crazy too. But if we could beat Clemson twice, because I do think we're gonna have to beat them twice to make the playoffs, then I say sky's the limit after that. Whether it's Alabama, whether it's Florida, Georgia, any of those teams, sky's the limit. But if it came down to it, I'd rather beat the Florida Gators in the national championship than Alabama because we play Alabama the next season. I know a lot of y'all wouldn't even want to see the Gators go to a championship, but I'd rather us beat them in the championship. Something they'll never forget. 'Cause, even today, I just realized today, looking back, that the Florida Gators had beat the Florida State Seminoles in the national champion in their first national championship. See, Seminole fans remember that, but that slipped my mind. So I hope we do. Thank you for coming through, man. Hurricane Millie said, "Hope we do." And like I said, I rather beat down Florida in the national championship But then again, I wouldn't want to slip up and lose to Florida in the championship either. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's goods and it's pros and cons that come with that. Because you know what Florida's gonna say. Oh, we beat Florida State in the championship, and we beat Miami in the championship. We literally own the state of Florida. That's gonna come down to. You say like to beat Florida or Georgia in the Natty game. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind beating Georgia or Florida in the Natty game. I Even if we just play Georgia in the playoff game, first round or whatever. I would love to beat Georgia. We haven't played Georgia since 1966. That was the last time we played Georgia, 1966. We beat Georgia by 1 point in 1966, and they've been living with that that loss since then. It's been since 1966. The score was 7-6. We beat them by 1 point. We scored a touchdown. They kicked two field goals, or was it? Or maybe they scored a touchdown and missed the extra point. Who knows? Either way, we beat them in 1966 by 1 point. Our preseason pick is Miami versus Florida in the New Year's Six Bowl at the beginning of the season. I figured Miami couldn't beat Clemson and Florida wouldn't beat Bama. I think Miami has a chance. Yeah, I think we do. I think we definitely do. I'm not going to sleep on Florida either. We're just going to watch them play out their season because they don't have to play Alabama. So they can make it to the SEC championship against Alabama or whoever makes it there. But I think the strong favorite right now is Alabama. Yeah, that's one thing I don't want either. I don't want Florida State and Florida creeping up on us. We need to get it together. Win us a couple more natties, man. Keep that distance between them and us. We definitely don't need that trash talk from them. Sure, we need to win. I think we need to win one soon. I'm tired of Florida State being the most recent one in the state of Florida, the one a national championship. I'm tired of that already. Said Georgia pretty decent this year with a young quarterback. They should just get better. We'll see. We'll see. They beat Auburn with that young quarterback, so we'll see what the rest of the competition look like. They play Tennessee next week, so Tennessee ain't no powerhouse or anything in my eyes, but I think they should give Georgia somewhat of a challenge. If anything they don't get blown out, I think that'll probably be a win in Tennessee's eyes. But Tennessee, man, Tennessee's doing great. The next couple of years, Tennessee should be looking real good in recruiting. Their team will start competing a little bit, but they starting to get a lot of good recruits. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we would never hear the end of that. That'll be something we never hear the end of. Let's just keep it at Florida State, man. Let Florida State take all that shame. Even right now, Florida State get the shame for being, the worst team out of the big three in Florida. They are considered the worst. They tied in the championship with Florida, but when it comes to record against Miami and Florida, they got a losing record against both. So we can keep Florida State in the shame box. He playing with intensity tonight. Yeah, Miami is looking good. Florida's looking good. Um, right now, they both can do is build, keep building. But Florida do have just a little notch on us right now. They do got a little notch on us, but the gap between us and them ain't that big. If we played them, I think we could beat them. But they do when it comes to the championship at this moment right now, they do have a little notch against us. But making it there for them is a little bit harder trying to get past Alabama because Alabama is clicking right now. Clemson is good and all, but right now they're looking like they're not looking that terrible. They're not looking like they're this machine that can't be beat no more. Play 4 quarters of football against Clemson, and it's a possibility that we come out with that win. And this game gonna come down to it tonight. It look like yeah, Tennessee's looking better. They're gonna get better throughout the years. As long as they keep recruiting, winning games, they'll get better. But right now, I don't see them, being dominant or doing anything, impressive as far as winning conferences and going to playoffs and stuff like that. I don't see them doing that right now. But in the near future, they might make a run in the SEC East. Yeah. Yeah, I like Jimmy Butler, man, but can't do it. Can't do it by yourself, boss. Man, I don't think you was the 904. I don't think you was the only one, man. I think everybody saw that and was like, you know what? If they lose this game, they're gonna be the laughing stock of the country. They would have been the laughing stock of the country. So I think a lot of fans wanted to see that happen. I think Florida State was sending up prayers from left to right. Probably told Jacksonville State, man, hey, y'all win this game, we're not gonna pay y'all. We already gave Willie all that money. We ain't gonna pay y'all. Y'all win this game. I'm letting y'all know. Said Florida can't even get past Georgia. I think this season, this season might be their time to prove that. When they play Georgia, that game is gonna be lit. If both of them go into that game undefeated, that game is gonna be lit. It's gonna be interesting to see Florida and Georgia. And I'm kind of torn right now. I don't know if I want Florida to beat them, and I don't know if I want Georgia to win that game. At this moment, I don't know which fan base aggravate me the most. But I think Georgia aggravation was all last season. And then this season, Florida fans are quiet though. They don't really talk much trash. So I'm conflicted. I don't know who I want to win that game. J.R. Smith, first 3 in 3 years. You know, I kind of forgot that J.R. Smith was even playing. You know, it's funny though with J.R. Smith. The funny thing with J.R. Smith, man, J.R. Smith gonna follow LeBron James to any championship. I think you'll follow him anywhere to get a championship at this moment. They're a funny group. Said maybe Miami played Georgia instead of Florida in the national championship. Honestly, that's tough too. If we beat Florida in the national championship, that's lovely. That's great. We we will let them have it for the rest of eternity. We'll let them know, hey, we beat y'all in the championship. Remember, we beat y'all in that championship. Now, if we lose to them in that championship, we ain't never gonna hear the end of it the same way. Now, Georgia, on the other hand, if we go to a national championship and we play Georgia and we beat them, that's another. That's we just gonna pile up the bragging on them. You know, we just gonna pile up the choke dog trolling and all that good stuff. But if Georgia beats Miami in the championship and breaks that 40-year or whatever going on they got going on at whatever time they beat us, that's gonna be a big letdown. We're gonna be the end of all that trolling. That the whole 40 years thing going, disappear after that. And I don't want us to be the one that they beat. I don't want if they would have beat Alabama in 17, that whole trolling thing 40 years would have, gone out the window. People would have left Georgia alone. They would have been in their own little space. But I don't want us to be the one that they break that bubble against. That 48 bubble. Uh, it's tough. He said, what do you think the score of the game against Clemson finna be? Nah, Ben, if I had my way, like I said, if I had my way, the score is gonna be 42-25 Miami. That's if I had my way. Now, what I think will happen is the score is probably going to be a lot closer than that. The game probably going to be a lot closer than that. But I'd love for it to be 42-25, Miami win. But if it's a close game, if it's a close game where both teams are, playing a defensive game, I still think Miami has a chance of winning it, and I'll probably go with somewhere with a 35-31. Miami beat Clemson. I think we're gonna beat them. It's just up to them to prove me wrong, but I think we're gonna beat them. You say Uncle Lou's gonna taunt us for a year if that happened. Oh, he ain't gonna taunt us for a year. He gonna taunt us as long as he's on YouTube. As long as Miami is mentioned in any conversation, he's gonna talk about that. And it's gonna be the same vice versa. We beat them in the national championship. They ain't gonna hear the end of it whenever they try to speak on Miami. So let's keep it real. Bama and Ohio State are the best teams right now. All we need to worry about is Clemson. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Ohio State got going on, how they doing with this whole COVID thing or whatever, but Bama's doing good. We see what Bama's doing, but Ohio State, they looked great last season. They were supposed to do great this season, so we ain't got to worry about them. We got our conference. We just gotta win out in our conference and worry about those guys if we make it to the playoffs. If we don't make it to the playoffs, they was an afterthought. They was that what if. So we can't really worry about them. You said Ohio State's gonna come out sluggish this year. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what they come out looking like. Y'all give me 1 second.
Ahorita te digo todo. Yo, ¿quién entró, no? ¿Ah? ¿Quién entró?
No, it's the mic's on.
When is silent?
I think I think Marshall is set for Florida. That's what I think. I think he's set on Florida. You know, if he were to pick Miami, it'll be yeah. I don't see him picking Miami. All right, let's get this game started.
But don't broke it, okay? Don't get it all, okay? You got it. You got it, walk it tonight. No worry. I wanna go.
Gotta go sit down. Stop kicking the table.
Daddy, I'm not kicking the table.
Yeah, 2021 college football. Man, those games are gonna be crazy. Those games are gonna be the main main games that everybody pay attention to, especially Miami, Alabama. Oh, Miami's taking an open. Oh, the Heat running up the score on this one. So the Heat's about to bring it tonight. They bringing it so far, man. Lakers don't tighten up. It's gonna be 2-1. It's all about the fourth quarter. Yep. Say 2-1 with Bam coming back. Yeah, I think if it's 3-0, it wouldn't even matter who come back. Yeah, if it's 3-0 game 4, then Bam being back or anybody, it wouldn't even matter. They would have to win four straight games. I don't see that happening. You want to sleep? You want to sleep? Yeah, I see it in your face. Yeah. If Lakers go up 3-0 tonight, I don't see the Heat's beating us 4 games in a row. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think LeBron would allow that to happen. Not 4 games in a row. As bad as he want this championship, man.
Daddy.
Be quiet.
Hello.
You don't need to get covered? Go sit down. We're not ready for you at all. The first one will be the food that came and put it.
Thank you.
Y'all go.
Go sit down. Go sit down. Move somebody here to sit there with you. Go.
Mommy. Mommy, how's the
I don't put your stuff down. No te apures.
Mommy, can I mop the floor? No, it's wet.
Hey man, them Heats. I tell y'all, them Heats better not let that. No, better not let that score drop.
Papi, it's ready now. It's ready now. It's ready. No. Why?
Yeah, I've been back to the crib a couple times on day play.
Mine?
Not around the
It's
table.
mine.
Not around that table. She go shake. She go shake it.
It's only her.
It's only mine.
So not gonna be away and you won't shake it again. You're the only one boy left here.
Yeah, I've been back home a couple times, man. It's not the same though. It's not the same because when I left, I was 9 years old. So going back, it's like all the people that I knew, all the friends that I knew, they moved on to different parts of the country. Some of them you can't find, stuff like that. So at this moment, I mean, most of my initial family is here, so it's hard to even go back now.
Qué maravilla, Ivana. ¿Qué hace? Tú no necesitas ponerlo para abajo. No necesitas. Te dije que no.
Like it's not that type of night. Go, go,
Is it already out?
bye. Oh my God, bye. Lakers ain't letting them run away with it, man. Man, the NBA is the only one I know that promote their game during their game. They need to start making them have to double guard AD again.
Tirado.
Mommy, this is yours or mine? Sorry.
She don't need no knife.
I need the plastic knife. Mom, I want fish on it.
You don't see that fish right here? I put it already because I don't want it to. Yeah, this is true.
This game's a lot closer than I want it to be. Look like this one gonna come down to the end. This is a Jim Butler ain't playing. Yeah, man. I thought that ankle was hurting. I guess he ain't hurting all right.
Mama.
It's crazy because the women's NBA finals going on, but I don't think nobody's paying that one no attention. Yeah, but LeBron better get back in there before this thing get out of hand. Man, y'all give me a second. Give me some ice and some vodka. Get my little drinky drink on so I can fall asleep early tonight. Drink me some goose tonight so I can fall asleep. Yeah, that goose. You gonna drink this thing tonight? Sleep good after this game. Win or lose, we sleeping good tonight. Yeah, five-star cornerback, man. That'll be a huge deal for Miami.
Daddy. Daddy,
Okay.
Tatiana, you know the man coming with you, I say, right?
you go with me? Okay.
Stop cooking the table.
Huh? Take the table.
Why are you doing that? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. 5-point game. It's more manageable. Damn, bro. That's the worst thing that could happen for them, too. Oh.
Gonna be fine. Mommy, can you want to
Come on, Butler. You'll be all right, man. That's one thing, man. I can't wish harm on no players, man. Whether it's on my team or not, whether we winning or losing, I can't wish harm on nobody.
That's Miami Heat?
Yeah, Miami Heat versus my Lakers.
Go eat that one. Yeah, that's what I'm done. No, you need to finish it. Yeah.
Jay Play, you Jamaican? See this right here? You gotta mix that with your vodka one time, man. You gotta mix that with your vodka one time. It's called Tropical Rhythm by this company named Grace. Mix that with some vodka. Thing be bussin'. They should have you drinking vodka like it's water. You'll be lit. You'll be lit and you don't even know it.
Go back to it. If you take it,
I think if the Heat wanted to win this, I think they doing a terrible job, man, because they letting the Lakers stick around. See, this why I can't bet on basketball. The Lakers supposed to have been a 5-point favorite. Not a 5-point, a 9.5 point favorite. Right now, they're leading by 5, but they letting the Lakers sitting around, so I don't know if they're gonna let them. Don't do it.
before you go there, you got it. Ivana, ¿cómo tú vas a dejar esto ahí en esa vaina y no lo pones a la basura? Esto tiene que darse tuya. No existe bulla, pero yo siempre quiero.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Lakers gonna pull this out.
When you get any medium or large drink from Taco Bell, you may find yourself with so much power. Maybe too much power. And for a chance to win the only Xbox Series X only at Taco Bell. The play experience is one we all share. Legacy Guy. It's the story of a man who came from nothing, who found purpose and success in his passion for music.
You guys have hit home?
Y'all think Andre Iguodala is done?
I'm watching TV. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what I'm telling you, man. You can't let them Lakers hang around, Heat.
Mommy, I'm gonna get you off for you.
Like you said, Jay Play, come down to that fourth quarter, man.
Si ella se durmió, yo creo que yo termine. No.
Telling you, can't let them Lakers stick around. You get a lead on them, you got to keep it going. I saw them break down the zone that Miami runs earlier on before the game started. If I were them, I would not be running that zone. it leaves the everybody on the outside wide open for threes.
If you have really go to the restaurant and you do this, mama punching you. You know that? So you better learn it. You got it ready? Right?
Hmm?
You got it ready?
Did you did you wash their uniform?
They have it beautiful.
They have uniform? Okay. What is that, hookah? What is that, yucca?
Potato ma.
Cause I don't really like eating fish. I don't really like eating fish.
Why?
The bones.
I know that. You don't have to eat it. I eat it for you. Tipo, ya que no a veces sí voy andando.
You gotta learn to play to the team's advantage. Playing that zone, you give AD an advantage in the middle because he got 4 players around him, which now opens up the 3-point for him for the whole team. So he could go down towards the middle and attract 4 people.
No.
Tell you one thing, man. Them Heats, they up for the fight. Yo, what's good, Pat? How you doing, boss? Say what?
Mommy, Daddy's brushing teeth right now.
Yeah, everything good, Pat. How you doing, man? How your family doing, boss?
puedes ir a acostar. Te puedes ir a acostar.
Oh, lead back up to 6. He's trying to thug it out, man. Man, this one interesting game, man. Say, bro, I'm taking 7 to 8 steps. Yeah, Lakers got to stop missing them damn free throws, man. That's 7 points they gave up. They'll be leading by 1 right now.
¿Cuántas veces me lo van a preguntar? No, tú te vas a hacer un moño, te dije, la semana entera. ¿Cuántas veces te lo voy a explicar? Sí, yo te lo dije.
So he always do. I call it now. Man, Lakers playing sloppy ball right now.
Si tú no puedes ir a buscar, búscala. Yo estoy tratando de cenar y tengo 30,000. Entonces, después quitas la llave contra tú. Espérate, acuéstate, haz lo que sea, pero ahora mismo déjame ver.
See y'all in the game because of the threes y'all been hitting. That was the main reason we won game one. It's all on the three ball. If the Lakers hit them threes, they'll be up.
Ya verán. That one, Eliane.
Man, Butler looked like one of them dudes back in high school. You try to roast him, you try to joke on him, he try to fight you.
What do you, Eliane?
Lakers don't tighten up. He's gonna take game 3.
No, es padre. Por eso te dije, trae la yuca, dásela.
Hey.
Mira, bueno, pero yo sí quiero terminar esto. De que le da la milla. ¿Y tú qué sigues comiendo? Con el eso. Perdón.
What?
No se apuren. Miren, y Tatiana, yo la estoy viendo, Eliani.
I'm telling you, man. That boy Skip Bailey gonna be talking some trash tomorrow. Jimmy Butler don't put the whole team on his back. That boy ain't playing. He said Jimmy Butler carried for real, for real. So he telling LeBron they in trouble. I tell you one thing, it's gonna be an interesting series. If they tied up 2-2, it's gonna be interesting. They might get their win tonight, but I don't think Jimmy Butler can do it all by himself, man. I don't think he's gonna have that same energy every night and in and out. He needs some help.
Mommy, look, Tiny, keep going by the bed. First time
If they hurt, I say no. I would say don't do it. That's one thing you don't want. You don't want your star players to come in and get injured, even more than they already are. Yeah, the Heat got this one tonight. Series gonna be 2-1. Man, game 3 gonna be game 4 gonna be interesting, man. I still think the Lakers pull the series, but the Heat ain't laying down. Man, thank y'all for coming through tonight, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me through this game. Miami Heat 115, Lakers 104. Game 4, 5. Who knows? 6, 7. Who knows? But anyways, guys, thank y'all for coming through with me tonight, man. It's about that time. Game over. About to go to sleep. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. Good night, folks.
Ya,